Hey there, thank you for watching The Detangler, where I talk about hair. Today I'm going to tell you about an artist named Tia Coker, who I met recently. She's having a show in Peckham, near where I live. Now, Peckham is an area in southeast London that has a large Nigerian immigrant population. It's sometimes called Little Lagos. Tia's parents are from Nigeria, and she uses her Nigerian heritage for a lot of meaning in her art. Another factor that shows up a lot in her art is her faith. She's a Christian and she believes her hair is her crown. So why don't we go and see Tia in her gallery?
I'm so excited, like even talking about it and sharing it. My name's Tia Coker. I wear my long braids and it feels like it's my identity. I'm a 3D installation artist. It's a space where people can touch and feel free to touch, because I know hair, you can't really touch people's hair. So the idea was literally, the way everything's set up, it was purposely positioned for it to be that way. Every time you visit a country, you want to come back with a souvenir. My souvenir was always getting my hair done. My parents were born in Nigeria. We've always had that culture behind us, even though we were born here. You would walk through like Peckham and have women standing outside asking you to get their hair done, and somehow that did remind me of back home in Nigeria. Like it would be like you stepped in like a hair gallery. So going back to Nigeria was like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been seeing on TV. I did very long braids. I wanted to feel like Rapunzel, and I've got short afro hair, so I wanted to have like long flowy hair. I had a project in Chelmsford where I'm based, and it was where is home. I think when bringing up the topic where is home, for me it was a feeling, and I didn't want to, I think it would be very like generic for me to say home is like where I live. Home was having to smell the dishes that my parents will make, or going to an African wedding and having seen your family there. That was the feeling of home. If I go back to the Bible, it says, my hair's my crown, and a woman's hair's her glory. There's an invisible crown that we cannot see, and that's just our being. We need to protect it, not necessarily the hair, but your space, who you let into your space, and also your crown, which is like your head. I always want anyone that comes in contact with my project to remember that we are kings and queens. You should stand up tall and never let your crown drop, and if it does, just pick it back up and put it on. My crown is my glory, and so I wear my hair proudly, very uniquely. My idea is not to change their ideology of what hair is, but just to remind them that our hair is our crown. Your hair is your crown, and you don't just allow anyone to touch your hair. It's the center of your being. Trust is a big thing for everyone. Allowing someone to like caress your hair, touch your hair is a big importance. Those that have worn braids might not really know the meaning behind these braids, or might not know what the pattern symbolizes. I didn't know that. It was to do with slavery. So those that wear braids are also getting educated, but then those who haven't worn braids can step into this whole big world of like exploring the patterns, what it means, what your crown is. So I feel like everyone literally has something to learn from it. Having certain hairstyles would lead back to slavery, how certain hairstyles would mean that you are poor or you're rich. Either show that they're trying to run, if their hair was going all the way down, if they had to escape, their hairs will have some sort of heat that looks like a mountain. If they were coming towards them and they were going to arrest them or catch them, they would have patterns like lines that looked like crisscross. But I also like the idea as a creative, and also as someone who does hair, and as an African, when I see people do know the story behind things, it makes me proud when I see another race or another person embracing such hairstyles. It actually looks quite nice. While doing this project, which is my hair, my crown, I made all these pieces, and I felt like if I had given myself an extra 1 month, I probably would have had everywhere like covered in hair.
This is what you're currently working on, yeah?
Yeah, so this is in the middle process of doing this drawing. It has taken me about 15 days so far. The process is so long And sometimes when I do zoom the picture out, I get lost in the details so much. With all the images I've drawn so far, it's concentrating on the back of a woman's hair. And the idea is for you to tell the story from the hairstyle she's got, or tell a story about her without actually seeing her. And so it's, who is she? I think I like the idea of not knowing who she is. It's quite mysterious. But I work at home, and I kind of like the intimate space. I just have to really be in the headspace of creating. And doing these drawings do set as a foundation that will lead for me to create these pieces. As a creative, you cannot not get inspired when you see other creatives. Exploration time, like time to explore. When creating art pieces, I can do anything. Hair's supposed to take its own shape. I'm unraveling the hair and I'm taking out every single layer. Hair, you have some horrible parts, you have some nice parts, and you just keep on going and puzzling, and it just creates something so beautiful at the end. What's next? Is it cool if I say I don't know? I don't actually know. The idea is to carry on doing these drawings. I don't have anything planned, and I think if I did, I would want to like incubate it and hibernate and not share it yet. Maybe there isn't an end goal. The end goal is just to keep on going. I'm exploring. So if I get asked if there's an end goal, I don't know what the end goal is, and I don't think I should be scared to say that.
Thank you for watching. I totally appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. It will help a lot. Thank you.